What's up, everyone? Storm Regional Staffer here, Rick McCormick, talking today about the new Trend 2 from Storm Products. It's got the NRG Hybrid Reactive Coverstock wrapped around the Piston LD core. This does have the NRG Hybrid Reactive Coverstock, so the coverstock on it is stronger than the original Trend, and Storm made a little bit of modifications to the core to get it to be a more continuous trend, essentially. So it's the same core, just a little bit of modifications. And when Belmo was talking about it in the Storm video, it makes a lot of sense. I completely agree with him. When the trend was very good when the lanes were fresh, had a really nice motion. But when they started to transition, it was a little too smooth down lane. There was more bowling balls to throw in the line. So where this one, the Trend 2, they wanted to make a more aggressive trend and a more down lane trend. And I think they did a fantastic job with this. This one reads the mid lane. It's not super aggressive down lane, but it will still give you a fantastic punch for when the lanes transition and your trend starts to be a little too smooth. Pull out this Trend 2 and it will have no problem returning from the spot. Well, Belmo Messengers, because it's Belmo Ball. And here's the original Trend. The only difference is the pin is a little closer to my ring finger. Obviously, it's got some games on it. But as you can see, it just reads that spot and it kind of bails down lane, where the Trend 2 will continue off that spot. And like I said, I'm not throwing it the greatest, but for me, the Trend, it really felt like I had to make it read the spot earlier because it's more smoother down lane. And this shot right here is actually the same shot as this Trend 2, and as you can see, gets to that spot, reads the mid lane, and just kind of flutters down lane, where the Trend 2 will continue. And I will be throwing shots on the 41-foot Montreal pattern, WTBA pattern. First off is the Trend. As you can see, reads that mid lane, but it's nice and smooth for a shiny ball. And then we get into the Trend 2. And the Trend 2, the first couple shots actually, are the same alignment as the original Trend. And as you can see, it gets a little further to right, but it still has no problem returning. Goes to the pins hard. And throughout the video, I actually moved about 7 or 8 boards more left than the original Trend. The Trend 2 will read that mid lane, whether it be a sport shot or a house shot, or read that mid lane and continue harder where your Trend 2 kind of is a little too smooth down lane. Special thanks to Coolwick, Vice, Storm, and BowlerX. Head over to coolwick.com, stormbowling.com, and bowlerx.com for all your bowling needs.